What is up, people of the planet Osiris here, Osiris Gaming, doing another episode of Path of Exile Map Edition. Today we are here in Tier 4 doing number 3, and that is going to be the Mesa. Got a bunch of affixes on here, including a couple of extra rare monsters with Nemesis mods. I'm going to have less armor, which doesn't matter, I don't have armor anyways, and I'll have less block chance, which doesn't matter because I don't block anyways, guys. You should know that by now. If you don't know that, that means you haven't watched enough of my videos yet. Roll back and check out a few. They're pretty funny, guys. Before we roll into today's episode, I do have to go over a few changes. Obviously, look, I don't have a bear head. Ain't no bear on my head now. I got these awesome little wings and stuff. This is the Defoto's helm. I have made a couple of changes here thanks to our boy Benjamin. I don't know if you guys have seen him in the comments below. He let me purchase a few items off him. This guy's got a plethora of items and let me do a little bit of shopping in his thing. So let's go over it. First off, I bought the Devotos actually from PoE Trade, but it was his suggestion and I actually liked it, not just because of the Mercury footprints that look pretty freaking awesome as you run around, but I also liked how it looked, as well as the increased attack speed was 6% higher and has a little bit of chaos resist, which did help me a little bit in the end. We did a whole overhaul of my character, guys. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for my play style personally because I only had enough mana to cast one Frost Blade, and I'm just not a good enough character to make sure I hit every time to regenerate that mana. As you see, I've gotten rid of all my mana flasks here. I have pro flasked up here as much as I've ever pro flasked on a character. This was also Benjamin's ideas here, and it helped a lot. Each single one of these has increased evasion rating on there, guys, which is gonna bump up my DPS a ton, because as you see, each one of my swords get 1% more attack damage per 450 evasion rating, which wouldn't have been much, but I switched out my auras. As you see, I have a lot more reserved here. I'm running a Hatred now as well as Grace, and that really increased my evasion rating here. So let's just pop over real quick and check out what we got. Look, we have almost 30,000 base evasion where we used to have about 18,000, so that's quite an increase right there, guys. Definitely suggest trying to run Grace. I did have to buy a level 4 enlightened to make this possible. Otherwise there's just not enough mana in the world to have two giant ores running on your character. Now the reduced mana doesn't help anymore. They really messed us up. I was trying to use some Void Eye Essence Worm things for rings to try to help out with the mana problems, but it was really hurting on the resistance over here, and that is really important when you're running higher level maps. I was just getting one shot every single place I went if I wasn't paying like very close attention. Last thing we purchased here is the Queen of the Forest 6 link here, guys. That's right, first 6 link on a character, actually playing it. Pretty awesome. So I got to throw in the last increase here, which I believe was this one, just melee physical damage support. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy going on. Otherwise we still have the others still in there, and everything else is, oh yeah, no, the amulet. I changed the amulet. We got a much better amulet now. My other amulet was like way back from level 31, but it had some really needed intelligence on it. And see, now we have a 31 to all attributes. As you see over on my character sheet, I have so many of every attribute. It's really awesome. So big thanks to Ben for helping me search for all these items and such and stuff. We were up to like 2 in the morning one night just busting out all these things over on, Discord and stuff. That's right, I'm a friendly guy. I chat and shit. So yeah, last thing, sorry, one more thing. We dropped the Ice Golem and we picked up Ancestral War Chief with a bunch of help over here with the faster attack support, concentrated effect support, and Culling Strike support. Now Culling Strike just kind of a happy accident for him in case he happens to hit someone. He does do quite a bit of DPS, as you saw. It was 12,000 DPS for a totem, but really the only reason to have him is to give me an extra little buff. Look at that, guys. 80,000 DPS without frenzy charges with this guy up. Now if I pop my awesome macro here to boom, check that out, 97,000, guys, and that is without any frenzies up. We are at like 102 or something, or 110,000 with everything up, with all these flasks, with the War Chief Totem, with all the frenzies and everything. It's pretty awesome. Our another thing we did, we got rid of I do not have Whirling Blades anymore. As you see, you got a little empty slot there. It's unnecessary. Look how fast I run now. It's pretty crazy because of using Grace. And this Queen of the Forest, I get 1% movement speed every 450 evasion, and my evasion almost doubled, so I go really fast. And when I pop the flasks, I'm going even faster, guys. Look at that. I can get out of anything, and I've got tons of evasion up when that happens. So let's just reset these real quick and then jump into this map, guys. Sorry about the delay. So let's pop into the Mesa and just see how easy it will be for us. Now, as you can see, this is a more open map, not in no dungeons. You actually have some like good light and stuff. I don't remember if this is a circular map or more like the ledge. I think it's gonna be more like the ledge. So, oh, I remember now. I have done this one. It's a big giant ring. So just, you know, go down your path, kill every single thing you run into, and you'll pretty much be fine. We got these giant rats here, which are disgusting. Varmin. Just kidding. I've known some people that had pet rats, and those ones were a little bit cuter, but they still got that, you know, that gross connotation of being rats. That really doesn't help them out. But oh well. So as you see, things are not even touching me, which is exactly how I want it. And now I do have a pretty good chance to dodge or evade. I'm sorry, a good chance to evade things now with all the changes on the build. I'm really digging the not needing to use Whirling Blades thing, because that definitely conserves mana and pretty much made it so I could drop my mana potion entirely, as that was the only real reason that I had it, was for movement speed. I've even tested it, even just hitting one thing, I still get enough mana back to continue spamming Frostblades, so it's pretty nice. With multi-strike, you know, you are hitting 3 times, so you're really getting a decent amount of return back. Alright, what do we got here? We got Screaming, Wailing, Wailing. Not too special, but let's do keep our wits with us, as I have died on these things multiple times. Pop some of my flasks here to really increase our damage. There we go. That's the other great thing, is when I pop all my flasks, my damage just increases so much because of all that evasion on there, and then my DPS, or my defenses go up so much also. Now with the Mesa map, there's usually a bunch of corridors that connect all these giant circles, so we're going to want to make sure that we catch all of those. So there's a lot of guys up here. I am still levels 86 on this character. It is not the easiest thing to, you know, just pop yourself up anymore. Alright, let's just fill this out, and then we'll come back and do that boss. We got a little bit of lag there. See, now without Whirling Blades, phasing really is shining, as it is the main way that I can get through everything, because I can just walk through any guys that might be blocking me on a corridor, which can definitely get scary when you're like stuck in a room and there's just a bunch of guys that you know are going to kill you. And your only chance is to turn back and fight! Now, I still get pretty stuck in those. As long as I kill one guy, I can just walk right through that door, because I will get phasing almost 100% of the time. If not 100% of the time. I think it is 100% of the time. Feel like, you know, I almost haven't played in a while, just because I did so many recordings in one day, and I've been waiting for them to kind of catch up with reality here. Well, let's see, I know on my last one I saw, actually the last one wasn't too long ago, so I take back what I said. Alright, we have cleared the map completely. We're going to go back and take down that boss, and see what they're going to do. Taking a while to get there, but with so much movement speed, it is just crazy. Oh, let's kill those guys. They were asking for it. Alright, let's just throw a portal just in case. I'm not expecting to die, but you never know. Alright, Frost Bomb. Throw that down. Pop the flasks plus the Ancestral Totem. Oh man, yeah, it's... watching this thing is super fun. When it doesn't die pretty quickly, but yeah, as long as you throw your War Chief thing out of the way, it's pretty good. So what I did is I created a macro that activates all 4 of these potions, as well as casts this, and a different macro also on my mouse that just activates all 4 of these. So if I throw that over there, it also activates all of them. You don't even have to think about it. I use a Logitech gaming mouse, as well as a very expensive Logitech gaming keyboard that allows me to edit every single key's color as well as profiles. I got some macro keys and stuff. There's a lot you can do with it. I don't remember the names. The G910, so whatever that is, it was like almost 200 bucks. It was really good. But yeah, guys, that was the Mesa map. Sorry for the long update. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood what was going on as you're watching me. And if you're following along, you know, got to edit your character a little bit. So just roll over to the talent tree just to let you guys know I did not switch very much with the talent tree at all. I don't really think I switched anything except for somehow I got down here. So I definitely did miss something on my respec, but this is in the forecast anyways, and it added a decent amount of damage when I popped that one on, as well as the one right before it is another 10% increased, and another 10% damage with ailments on your attack speed. So that was the Mesa map. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, slap that like button below. You're the Famir for Ben for making this character even better and just pushing it up to the next level. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe for more. Alright, this is Osiris with Osiris Gaming, and I will check you guys next time.